Brooklyn Smorgasburg to meet the dynamic duo Shiv and Shika of the Bombay Sandwich Company. This husband and wife team have set a totally new trend in Indian street food with steaming hot pockets of wholesome goodness.
You know, when I think of Indian food, I don't necessarily think of sandwiches.
Bombay sandwich, that's the traditional sandwich which is served in Bombay.
The one in Bombay will be loaded with cheese and tons of butter, which tastes
So
great.
not as healthy.
We want the company to be local and something really healthy in everyday food.
These are vegan and vegetarian
These are vegan,
sandwiches.
vegetarian, we use
Wow.
no oil.
You've taken a street food sandwich that's unhealthy, for the most
Yeah.
part, and you figured out a way to make it healthy.
For Smorgasburg, we wanted to come up with something that's true to local taste here, and something that we eat a lot, which is our favorite organic quinoa.
I would never think to put quinoa on a sandwich. Well, let's start putting it together.
Cool. So we're gonna start with a lot of quinoa, and then I'm gonna dump all these vegetables in. Chickpeas, half a teaspoon of fennel,
Okay.
and this is ground chili powder.
A little bit of heat and color.
Yeah. And this is probably the most common Indian spice is turmeric. And this is garam masala, which is
Oh, yeah.
ground spices. Everybody has their own secret blend. Every
Yes.
house does it differently, different portions. Then we're gonna mix it up.
I can smell it. The spices really kind of bring the mixture to life.
Yeah. So then basically just take a scoop of this,
Uh-huh.
add it to our bread.
So we've got the patty here. Now I'm looking at this. Never seen one of these before.
This is authentic straight from India. I asked my mom to ship me a bunch load of these
Oh
dressings.
my goodness, wow.
Yeah.
And is it smaller? Oh my, yeah, it's kind of small, isn't
The
it?
bread in India is actually a lot smaller than the bread here.
Huh.
All right, so we actually have a sandwich right here.
And is that literally an open flame?
Yeah.
Are you guys kind of like the first people doing this in New York, in America?
I think in this country, to my knowledge,
How does it feel to be such a trendsetter with something like this?
well, it feels amazing. We're actually looking forward to opening a store pretty soon.
Well, I think people go crazy for this. It's refreshing to see someone doing Indian food that's not curry served over rice.
Exactly.
A lot of vendors here are, they'll take an item, but they'll take it up like 10 notches. So we like to think that's why we belong here, is like we're trying to do something different with the way Indian food is presented in this country.
This is the last thing I would have thought of when I think of Indian food. Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, so this is about done. Now we're gonna top them.
This is our tamarind and date chutney.
Beautiful.
These are crunchy chickpea flakes. We use pickled carrots. And then this is our really famous hot sauce.
Oh.
My mom grew up on a farm in Punjab, which is in North India, and the laborers who work there, this is their recipe.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm only gonna put it on top of 2 of these.
Okay.
It's super spicy.
It's super spicy. I appreciate the warning. This whole mission and idea to kind of change the perception of Indian food in America, you guys are accomplishing it. May I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. The flavor's incredible. And is reminiscent of those traditional Indian flavors I think of, but lighter and not so overpowering. This is awesome.
Thank you.
These delicious Bombay sandwiches have totally inspired me to head back to my kitchen and make something with chickpeas as well. But this time, I'm inspired by Trinidad. What a cool thing that Shiv and Shika are doing with Bombay flavors. I love their fillings for their sandwiches. Totally inspired me to work with a chickpea filling of my own. I want to make a curry chickpea filling for a double that comes from Trinidad.